One day, buildings are burning. The world suddenly came to an end. Pandemic is started. War is going. Economic decline and food shortage. Everywhere people are fighting. There is a bad thing which has appeared, and which led the humanity to destruction. They were game-like characters. They are being gained monsters. After that, humans got powers and abilities. Just like in novels. Meta-humans are appeared, but they were not powerful enough to end the apocalypse. 3 days later, our protagonist was eating chips and drinking cold drink. Living alone in his dark apartment, which was bought by his parents for a long-term benefit, our hero was locked in the apartment with no network in his mobile. He suddenly hears a monster screeching. It was a huge monster just outside his room. Try and enter. But the system made the shield to protect the hero. The ultimate shut-in, no one is permitted to enter, and hero also cannot go outside his zone. Hero was pissed off with the system. The food he had is going to end. He has no food, no electricity to run the refrigerator. Suddenly, he got a killing message on screen. He killed a Calican, rewarded with XP and skill increased. He looks down, it was killed by crashing with the building. He got a pop-up. You've got a new skill. Goblins was screeching. 2.2 million won was deposited. He suddenly sees that he got the electricity. His skill upgraded. House declaration was level 3. Dignity preservation skill. Runs his house. Functions like before water and electricity are restored. He was happy, everything is working. But still there is no network. He looks at a pen drive, runs it, and looks at his childhood memories. His mother and his father. He thinks he has to find his parents anyhow. Again, there's a pop-up of the system which says you can buy any listed item in the store, and store and lists items in other dimension. He checks out the system wall if he can go outside or not. But he was not able to go outside. He thinks that if he levels up by hunting monsters, he can get a new skill, which allows him to go outside. There were Calican flying around his room. He thought maybe he can kill some goblins. He throws a bottle outside to check. Then he picks up a dumbbell and looks outside the window. There was a group of goblins. He shouts at them and throws the dumbbell towards them. One goblin got injured. His throw was not powerful enough, and he has now only one dumbbell left. Goblins looks at him and march towards his room. Then he thinks that now, when they are close, he can hit them with the dumbbell. He opens the store and puts a dumbbell in it. He again summons the dumbbell and got excited that he can summon items anywhere he wants. And he throws a dumbbell and it hit the target. He killed a goblin and get experience and 3,000 won in his wallet. He was happy and throws bunch of dumbbells after summoning from the store. Then he got a new skill storage, which allows him to summon and list the item anywhere he wants. He gets an idea, so he opens the storage above his window and summons hundreds of dumbbell at the same time, and throws them towards the goblins, and he kills goblins in seconds. It was like a hack. After killing, he got 54,000 won in his wallet. He gets a pop-up to list more items, like ramen, water, rice, oil, ketchup, milk, and eggs. Then he checks the wallet and finds out that it takes money from his wallet to run the house functions like water, gas, and electricity. He looks for another monster to hunt, and then he sees a Calican roaming nearby his building. He thanks the god and rushes to room for preparing his hunt. He attaches a mirror with a metal stair, which can easily give a reflection of sun to the monster's eyes, so the Calican will come close to him. Calicone sees the mirror and tries to enter his house, but not able to because of the ultimate shut-in system. Then Calican sits above his window and tries to break in the system wall. He thinks that the system wall can break, so he decides to do something and opens the storage. He looks at the items he has and thinks aggressively and looks at the canola oil he has. Then he purchases bottles of oil and rushes towards the kitchen and boils up the oil and rolls a cloth over a stick and put it into the hot oil. Then he opens and lists the hot oil in the store and lights up the stick he has and walks towards the Calican and summons the hot oil on the monster and throws the burning stick to the monster. The Calican was burning heavily and screeching, and it goes down to the ground. Fire was doing its work, and our hero got an pop-up. His skill is increased, obtained massive experience, and got new skills. He gets 9.3 million won in his wallet. He was surprised, and then suddenly he gets a message that requirements have been met. The house territories are expanding. He suddenly feels heavy, and his eyes are black. He's able to see around his apartment. He sees a family of 4, 2 adults and 2 kids. They were his neighbors. Now, he is having pain in his head. A pop-up comes and tells the name and age of people, Choi and his family. Again he gets a pop-up to provide the citizenship to the fellows. If not given citizenship, they will get expelled from the safety zone. Our hero gives them citizenship, and he gets a new skill, Ultimate Eyes. He can see everything. He can have 600 people as his citizen. He has options to give missions and to expel any citizen. He finds out that he can edit the mission himself. And there is a option of giving a mission of killing a goblin, but hero does not want the man to get killed. He thinks what he can do, so he uses his skill, Ultimate Eyes, and sees the family again, and finds out that they are thirsty and hungry. That man is ready to go outside for searching food and water for his family. He looks on the display window of Re-System and increased its level, now can list 20 items on the menu. Again he uses 2 remaining points and upgrades its level to level 3. Now store can list 40 items, and he can restore old items.